We are back. Guess what day it is? It is Wednesday. It's time for your middle of the week shenanigans with your favorite uncle and your favorite cousin, uh, Mr. Unhinged, Mike Unhinged himself, and Mr. Who Loves You Baby, Uncle Pudge. Good evening, people.
Yo, good evening, my peoples. How you doing? It's your boy Jody, aka Mr. Mike and Hands, with my favorite uncle for your middle of your week therapy sessions. And trying to get the ladies up here when we talking about mom. Speaking of moms, my second favorite one, Miss E Class. What's up, girl?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, it's nice of you to drop in all after the fact and late. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna get on you too much. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, you better chill.
You see, she beat niggas. See that tattoo? I told you.
Yeah.
How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm stuffed.
You stuffed? Damn, you ain't bring us nothing?
No.
What you had?
I had some Applebee's. I had steak,
Kelly, you like
shrimp, chicken.
You like Applebee's, Kelly?
Hey man, they got that unlimited all you can eat boneless chicken. I like Applebee's. They got that too for $20 too. Man.
I should have got that, but I didn't.
I can't eat the shrimp. I can't eat the shrimp though, man. I'm allergic, but
I like
everything else.
I like Applebee's, but you ain't bringing nobody up at Applebee's.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But I ate everything on the table.
Breaking my heart. That's how she did me. Well, I mean, I make sure everybody had a good day today. You know what I'm saying? Let's do a little slight mental health check. On the 1 to 10, how everybody feeling today? You feeling a 10?
Yep.
Kelly, what about you? How you feeling?
I'm doing 10. At my doctor's appointment, it went pretty well. So
okay, that's all. We always love to hear that. We love to hear good doctor's appointments. Well, I'm gonna say I'm at like a 6. Before we get certain respectable people up here. My job had me all the way fucked up today.
Oh dang.
Yeah, so I had to let one of my coworkers know, like, hey, I pulled him to the side. You know what I'm saying? Because I was always taught, you got a problem with a man, you pull the man to the side. And I told him, listen, you sent me a text message today, and I don't know who. Listen, I know we joke a lot, but I'm not that guy. You know what I'm saying? Just between joking and the shit you text me today, hey, you chill out, bro. Like I pulled him to the side though, like a man. Didn't make a scene. Let him know, like, hey, that shit you text me today, nah, bro, that's not it.
What did he text you,
bruh? So I guess I fucked up a wheel on like a trailer or something, and he was like, great fucking job on fucking up the trailer, world class move, fucking numbnuts. And I'm like, Jesus.
Whoa.
Right. I was like, hey, bro. I said, I just want you to know, boy, if we weren't in this corporate office, I'd be done going your shit. I don't understand who you think you're talking to, but I'm not that guy.
Wow.
Right. Right. So listen, man.
Well, kudos for you for keeping your cool, because I probably would have knocked old boy out.
Well, I'm about to go on a vacation, and I like this. They paying me decent. And again, we was inside the corporate office, so it was just like, you know what? Let me not act.
Yeah.
And, I'm like one of like 8 black people in that entire building, so let me not act.
There you go.
Hey, let me not act like the nigga that I want to act up in this motherfucker.
It's called maturity. That's all. You mature.
Hey, I almost had to call Coach A for a minute, boy. I need you to talk me through this, boy, because I'm woo.
It probably would have been different 10 years ago. You probably been talking to unemployed Jody.
Hey, it might have been different 5 years ago, to be honest. So listen, I almost called Coach A. I was like, whoo, I almost called Coach A and Jimmy to help me out. And I'm like, get me up out of this office because I'm about to cut somebody the hell out. But anyway, so while we sitting here, right? Guess what we about to do? We about to drop this intro. And right after this intro, we'll be right back with your fan question. Oh, my baby daddy just got out of jail, and he mad because I'm dating you, so he want to fight you. And I was like, Florida. Oh, okay. I'm not fighting that big ass.
You know what, man?
Gotta get moving on it. Can't be waiting on it when
it's more orgasm, so I gotta get rid of it. So
just get sick in the plan, but
you can't put me out there like that, baby. She messing with my success rate. Had to let it go.
I'm like, hey, bro, your bitch looked at me with some funny looking eyes. I don't know what that shit meant, but she looked at me.
If you say you love that person is your friend, then you gotta do the tough thing. You gotta make them aware.
You know, yeah, Christopher does sound salty. I told you in the beginning, I'm that shit.
Generation. I'm sorry.
Like I said, everybody that dates my brothers, my close friends, all you are now, you no longer a chick in mine. You just a dude with breasts. Really cool dude with breasts. That's it.
Ain't nothing like it, oh, ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it. Last year we made 20 bands and spent 12 on bills.
Man, every time I hear them intros, man, I just fucking laugh. It's like, you no longer a chick of my eyes. You just a dude with breasts.
Breasts. That's right.
But you, Kelly, you a fool.
That's the way I've always thought. You date one of my close people, you just a dude with breasts now. You my homeboy.
Hey, I like it. I like it. Boundary. So listen, let's hop into this fan question of the week. You know what I'm saying? So fan question, and I was talking about this at work, and somebody just kind of hit me with it. Oh wait, I'm tripping. Hold on. I be forgetting we got the good stuff now. I gotta play the little things now. So, fan question of the week, right? So, have you ever cut somebody off after the first meetup?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yep.
what? So, go around and let everybody explain. Like, what happened?
Well, for me, I just got bored. I didn't like the way, maybe the way they carry themselves or the way they think. So I just cut them off.
That's it.
Yep.
What about any other examples? You ever cut somebody off? Like, let's say you text
bad hygiene. I can't.
Was it like bad armpits, bad breath,
feet, you name it? Like it just
the breath and the feet.
And then your feet was ashy too. Like no, I can't be seen with you. I can't associate with you.
Hey,
yeah, ashy feet.
Ashy feet. I ain't gonna talk.
Like pizza crust, the Little Caesars pizza crust.
Ooh, damn. First of all, why you do that man like that?
Maybe he had a skin condition.
I'm just saying, like, I don't, and plus, like I said, I just get bored overall. So it's the numerous things that, just turn me off from people, and I let them go.
Little Caesars pizza crust?
Yep, the Little Caesars pizza crust.
You know what's crazy? Is that she said that, and I can think about, damn, Little Caesars do be having some dry ass crust though. Golly, that should be looking rough sometimes. It's like, damn. Tell me what about you? You ever cut somebody off after the first meetup?
Man, plenty of times. You forget, I grew up in the 90s. So before camera phones and all this video chatting, I'm on the phone, voice sounding good, and I'm gonna tell you, that thing on Friday was actually true because you don't know how many times I heard a chick tell me, "Oh, I'm caramel complected." They say I look like Janet Jackson. I'm like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, man, and we meet up, and I'm looking like, "What the hell is Janet Jackson?" Like,
hey, what you say? Hey, Tito Jackson showed up, huh?
Shit, Jermaine Jackson. Shit, I'm like, I had to let him go. Like, I'm like, man, when you say caramel and thick, I ain't mean black and 400 now. Look.
Wow.
It's like, look, I do the big people. Just be honest.
Right.
Hair to the, I like long hair, so my hair come down to my shoulder. No, it don't. That motherfucker come to the upper part of the back of your neck. Like, what the? Oh, no, man. So throughout the years, man, I had to cut a lot of people off after the first meeting. It's like, sometimes it was, we got great chemistry over the phone and, great comment, but then meet up and then it's like, oh, we ain't got shit to say. It feel awkward. Like, damn. Yeah. So, yeah. Shit, it's happened to me. I don't know even why. I'll tell you a story, man. One time, it was like 3 years ago, matter of fact. I was talking to a chick and we was vibing real good, video chat and everything. She lived out there in Dallas. I go out there to see her. I don't know what happened.
She's just like,
shit, I'm sleeping on the couch. All that good stuff was null and void. And
whoa. So you flew out to Dallas?
Yeah.
And then get the
man, dude, she put me on the couch and put me out the house. I had to go to a hotel, bruh. And there was no even explanation of why. Like, what happened? We were, vibing and everything. Everything was super great. And I'm like, damn, I don't even know what happened. She seen me, I seen her. We seen pics, we video chatted. All she can say is, I'm a good person and you're a good person. And she's like, I don't know, man. It was just weird.
That's wild, man. Oh,
I sure wasn't thinking, because if I was thinking, I had a couple of other chicks in Dallas. I'd have called them up. I sure wasn't thinking.
you gotta get your head in the game, Telly.
So, I know, man. But that's why I'm married, so I don't gotta worry about those things no more.
Well, one day I'm gonna get. Hey, one day I'm gonna get there. One day I'm gonna get there. So if I had to say, I cut a chick off after the first meetup. Man, I got about like 12. Got at least 12.
You got
that
cut off. Bro.
It's the thing is this, right? Early on, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Long time ago. Long time ago. Like 3-4 cars ago, right? Nigga, I pull up. I think the first time, so this is like my first experience with like the catfish. I pull up on Shorty, right? Now, mind you, she had a beautiful face, voice was banging, you know what I'm saying? The vibe was cool, and you know what I'm saying? So, nigga, I done got my first little whip. Nigga, I skirt a couple cities over to meet up, and you know what I'm saying? I pull up to the spot, and I see a little, I was like, hey, excuse me, shawty, you know where, such and such apartment at? And she was like, so dang, you just gonna just ask me where my house at, but not say hey? And now I'm gonna tell you how long ago it was. I had to hit one of them. Flip the phone open type vibe. Damn, shawty. High school, you was the girl, shawty. What happened to you? You know what I'm saying?
Photos.
Bruh.
You got the old photos.
Bruh, she hit me with the neck up, bruh.
Oh, not the angle.
Bruh.
With the angle shot.
Hit me with that angle, bro. Bro, when I tell you, hey, now I done drove a whole hour and 30 minutes, nigga. I'm making $7 an hour. I done scraped up all my little chichi change to go see the little brief. And I had the whole weekend. I'm supposed to kick it for the weekend. I'm sitting here heartbroken as hell. No. I'm so hurt. I'm like, I'm back in spot. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go because it's late. It's like 10 o'clock. I'm in the back of spot. I'm so blown, bro. And I was like, bro,
You spend the night though, right? You spent the night, right?
I got to see it through. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what I'm saying. You gotta see it through.
But boy, when I tell you, I was up at like 7. I was like, hey, I was sitting there texting my boy. I was like, hey,
Up before the rooster, huh? Like,
nigga, I need you to blow this phone slap up. Nigga, it need to be an emergency. This nigga called me and he was like, bruh, he called me, he left a voicemail. So we go out to breakfast, right? And so I'm sitting in the car. I play the voicemail so she can hear it. She's like, oh my God, if you need to leave, I understand. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. We can do this again.
the lie.
Hey, nigga, I'm talking about when I tell you we got that breakfast to go, because I was so blown, right? And I skirt and way back home, boy.
What she was weighing, dog? What was she weighing? 250.
It's go a little north.
Damn.
I was like,
you playing around in my arena, back in the day arena. I'm old now. I can't do that stuff. My back is bad.
bruh, all I'm saying is, I just was upset. I felt like I got hit with the okie doke. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like I got hit with the okie doke.
You gotta ask for that full body shot sometimes, brother. Like, why all your people from above? Like,
I tell you learn after a while. You know what I'm saying? You learn after a while, and you know, you get smarter. So
you gotta ask them subtle questions, right? Like, what size shirt you wear? You know, like, you know, subtle questions. You know, like,
yo, you ever seen that show Love at First Sight, where they start talking to
Love at First Sight.
Old boy was asking girls, so like, if I wanted to put you on my shoulders, could I?
You're right. You gotta ask them subtle questions, man. Like,
listen, it ain't. So this is the thing, right? Here's the thing. It ain't about weight. It's about height. Cause see, you can be 250, but if you like 5'9", 5'10" with it, it be looking damn good. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I know. That's why 6 foot enough for me, baby.
I mean, I yeah. You know, cause chicks be like 5'2", 150, and you be like, that work? And I'm like, yeah, that work. It be real. You know,
it's when they 5'2" and 275 that don't work. Like, wait a minute, hold on. You'd be all right if you was taller, but
don't be talking about Danny DeVito like that.
You know.
Okay, so I had a recent one, right? Like a while ago, not a long time ago, but a while ago. Get to the place, right? Restaurant on point. We get to the restaurant, right? And it's like a little bar / restaurant.
Okay.
I had a bouncer. You know what I'm saying? And like, nigga, you hug the bouncer. Red flag number 1. You know, the cook came out. I'm like, hey girl, glad to see you again up in here. Damn, bitch, you know everybody in here? Red flag. Nigga, the bartender came over and was like, hey, can I get you and your guy a drink? No, I don't drink. But I was like, hey, I'll take a Shirley Temple version, though. You know what I'm saying? You want to slide your boy something fancy. But the bartender hug you, know what I'm saying? You hugging on every nigga that work in here.
Oh, no.
I say, nah, Shirley, I can't. I got
She got connects.
Huh?
She got connections.
Yeah, they got connects to that pussy. You know what I'm saying? So that being said and done, I was like, yeah, no.
That's a huge turn off to me.
That's a turn off for you?
Yes, it is.
Knowing too many people. No.
Yeah, it can't take you somewhere, bitch. You know everybody.
It's like, who you been here with? How many times you been here? Like,
that's what I was thinking. I'm like, nah.
That's why you gotta mix it up. Gotta mix it up.
Right.
Don't ever take nobody to the same spot.
Exactly.
Is that happen to you?
Yes. Oh my God. Oh, you want me to tell you about it?
Yeah.
It would make it so bad I had to hear about the other women that he took there.
Oh.
I had to sit through and listen to that shit. So I'm just sitting up there like, sitting up there just drinking. I'm like, I'm gonna get tore up if I got to sit here and deal with this bullshit. I'm about to run this bill up.
So he took you to a spot. He took other chicks and then told you about it.
Yes.
Oh, this nigga stupid.
Yeah.
I think.
And he thought he was hurting my feelings though, but I heard his wallet a little bit, so we even.
Oh, that's why we never go to the same McDonald's. It's always a difference.
Bro, did you just say same McDonald's?
There's always a different one. You gotta work your way up to Applebee's with me, baby. Yeah.
Bro,
McDonald's.
I'm gonna tell you the worst one, right? So I have been talking to this shorty for a minute, right? And like I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the right thing. I done got to the house. I done picked her up. Went out to we ain't go fancy because if you know, I ain't taking nobody nowhere fancy on the first date. You know what I'm saying? We going somewhere moderate, right?
Right.
So we go to the place, bro. We sitting there having, decent conversation. Everything's going well, right? Boom. Now, mind you, I'm a dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how the game work. You know what I'm saying? Girl, I can hear your phone. Now, I done heard this. I done say, girl, you got called 3 times, right? So I said, man, just go ahead and pick up the phone, man. She's like, man, my baby daddy, he tripping, right? I'm like, uh-oh, here we go with this shit. This nigga, now mind you, this is what she do. She pick up the phone, right? And like, again, I'm not stupid. Why you pick up the phone and you start doing this right here? I said, why you turning that volume down? Nah, baby, turn that shit up.
Right.
Don't turn that volume down. Turn it up. Hey. And I hear, before she get that volume turned down, I hear the nigga say, who the fuck is that? What nigga you with? Yeah. Right? I was like, damn. I said, I thought your baby dad ain't run shit. He showed up asking who you with. She told, you know what? You damn right. I am out with somebody right now. Hey, who the fuck you with? You with this nigga? You with that nigga? You with this nigga?
Damn.
I'm like, damn. I said, damn, bitch, what was on number 8 on the list? And then he was like, you with that funny nigga off of Facebook, ain't you? I was like,
whoa.
Wait a minute.
So you heard him actually say that?
Bro, she had, I'm gonna tell you what she fucked up is that I think her cheek hit the speakerphone. And so I think her shit hit the speakerphone and she turned the phone down, but it's still on speakerphone. And so the nigga's going off, and I was like, nah, shorty, you caught, nah, just leave the phone on speakerphone. Ain't no point in trying to hide shit, nah. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm emotionally invested in this conversation that you having right at
That's why you got to put your phone on Do Not Disturb.
Bro, she couldn't put her phone on Do Not Disturb.
I'm just saying, beforehand, Do Not Disturb, or just turn the motherfucker off or something.
So, but yeah, I was like, I'm saying, well, this the end of that. So she was trying to apologize and and I'm like,
nah.
No. And I was like, at this point, I was like, man, I don't even feel comfortable dropping you off at your house, to be honest.
Right.
Kind of nervous, like might leap up out the bush on me.
Right?
No, for real. That's how motherfuckers be getting fucked up, though.
But then I thought about it, right? I was like, I ain't even gonna drop you out the house, right? And then I was like, we get in the car. I was like, I had to remember, hold the fuck up. Yeah, you know what? You damn right I'm gonna drop you right off at your fucking door. Cause I'm still looking, I wish this nigga would come out the bushes. I wish this nigga would. Bang, bang, pop, pop. Tonight on Beirut's 9, nigga. Ooh. When I dropped Shorty off, she didn't want me to drop off at her crib. I dropped off at like the front of her apartment. And I was like, But that was the one and done. I was like, damn.
Yeah. Those games people play. That's how people get hurt.
Yeah.
People be with the dumb shit. They don't know how to do better.
Just don't do it. Shit.
Listen,
be honest.
Hey, don't cheat.
Exactly.
It's but you know, it's Uncle's favorite time of the night.
It is.
And tonight's corner time with Mr. Uncle Pudge, we have Miss Miss Gazelle Brady or whatever her last
Bunching. Miss
Brady.
Giselle Bunching, aka Mrs. Tom Brady.
Beautiful but trifling.
You know, I love me some Giselle. I love me some Tom, but Giselle trying to make the man come in the house. The man want to be outside playing ball. She has a problem with it. So for that, she got to sit down. Let that man play ball. He's 45. Once he done, he gonna be done. That's gonna be it. Then he can be around the house, mowing the lawn, you know, messing with the kids. So I'm telling you what's gonna happen. You're gonna get the man home. He's gonna get on your nerves. You're gonna wish he had some place to go. Would you go get out the house and go do something? It's like, leave that man alone, man. He playing at a high level. He still feel like he want to drain every drop of athleticism or competitiveness out of him. Then he gonna go home and he gonna bug the hell out of you. If that's what you want, no, I get it. She probably worried about the man long-term health. I get that. You know, if you worried about that, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's a good wife, but gotta let him do it because, you know, you don't want him to have any regrets or resentment. Like, man, I could still be out there doing this, man. I'm sitting here looking at your ass. You know, like you don't want that. I mean, I know it's been 23 years, but hey, if I could still be playing, I would too. You know, but health things stop me. Hell, my wife is bugging me talking about when it's wrestling season. She won't be out the house. She want me gone every day. Like, don't come back.
Trying to get rid of you like that. So homie's trying to get rid of you like that.
Oh, Tiffany wants to get rid of me, dog. It's like she can't wait. She got it marked on the calendar. Probably he gone.
Tell her she breaking my heart with that type of stuff, man.
I get on her nerves. She wants the house to herself and the TV and everything. So I told her, don't worry. Once it gets started, she already know. Once it gets started, I'm gone every day. I'm coming back when the street lights been on. She, you know, that's her time. That's her me time. That's how she deal with it. So Giselle, have a seat. Let Tom do Tom. You'll get him. You'll get him when you get him.
Because Giselle, I need you to let my boy be great, bro. Because he had a piss poor game this Sunday. He fucking up the fantasy. So I'm gonna need some time to get right. Let him do his thing, man. I don't really care for him to win another Super Bowl, but let him do right in the fantasy, man. Yeah. Well, we appreciate it, Telly. We'll put somebody else in the corner next week. But that was this week's corner time on Uncle Putz. But y'all know what time it is. It's my favorite time of the week. Why I get to cut an ass with my.
He needs some milk.
Memes of the week. So, you know, every week I compile a couple memes, you know, just to, you know, let y'all see where my mind be at sometimes. But this week I wanted to do it a little different. So instead of memes, I brought y'all some videos to this week. So this week I got a handful of videos and I want y'all to enjoy my videos for memes of the week. So here we go. First video.
I love you, Dad.
I love you too.
Not the most as Mommy.
All right, thank you for that. She said, I love you, Dad, but not as much as Mommy. Boy, be your own kid.
I mean,
Yeah.
at least she honest.
Mom's getting all the love. Dad is second class citizen.
But she ain't have to be that damn honest, though. Golly, I love you, Dad, but not as much as Mommy. Like, golly.
Shit, my kids show that.
That
My
is
kids
cute,
show me
though.
that they love their moms more than me. I'm just a finance guy.
Yeah, of course.
I'm money man. They love me when it's money time.
Hey, credit union pudge, that's what they call it.
Yeah. Dad, I need this. Oh, okay.
Listen, this is me Well, this gonna be me on one of these days. I'm gonna tap me a little vacation, and this gonna be me.
Oh, they on Mama D.
Mama D. Hey, Mama D, how you doing this evening?
Hey.
Hi.
Oh, her mic. Your mic mute, Mom. We can't hear you.
I heard her.
So I say.
That better?
Yeah,
Yep.
we hear. Hey, how you doing today, Mama D? Glad to have
I'm
you.
good. I had to put my glasses on so I could see.
Oh,
Hey, well, first of all, we appreciate you coming to hang out with us for a little bit tonight.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Hey, you're welcome anytime.
Okay, cool.
Hey, you
hey,
welcome.
Brandon.
Hey, B. Hey, you know what I'm saying? And who gonna say no to the CEO mom? Not me.
Well, y'all could. It's a possibility. You could say no.
Hey, I ain't gonna say no.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say no. But you right in time for our favorite time of the week. We got memes of the week, and this is gonna be me in the future. One of these days, I can see me doing this exact thing right here.
We slow it down about that player. You about to hit me. Look here. Look at my girl, Nay. That was tough, Nay. Look at her, y'all. She whipping that thing. Hold up now. Slow it down, Nay. Oh, Lord, she dead. Somebody call now. We need the ambulance.
Okay.
Oh,
That's you one day, right?
That's gonna be me in the back one day. Narrate. I don't think she got the tutorial on how to ride the ATV because she definitely shouldn't have hit that little ramp going that fast. Like, did you see how she got airborne? I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
She definitely shouldn't have hit that ramp going that
No,
fast.
she shouldn't have at all.
No, she got to do better. And
a whole lot.
This is one. I thought about this one. I thought about my boy Pastor Ball, and I forgot to send him this one, but I thought this was funny too.
Just because I cheated one time, that make me a cheater? Yeah. So if I cut hair one time, that make me a barber?
So,
where do you find this stuff at?
the internet, Mom. The internet.
Oh, I guess it's all there, isn't it?
It is. The internet is a dangerous place sometimes. Well, the one I be on anyway.
Well, I think the whole thing is interesting.
Yeah, but boy said, the crazy part about it is, as wrong as he was, that do have a point, because it was like, he cheated one time. He a cheater. If I cut hair one time, does that make me a barber? Now you send her like, I mean, say it.
I think it's crossing hairs a little bit.
It's crossing hairs a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah. Because you can be a barber, but not a licensed one.
There you go.
I was a barber. I didn't do a good job at it. They all had bowl cuts, but hey, I was a barber for that time.
You got any pictures of these bowl cuts?
I do.
Holler at me.
Horrible.
Holler at me after the show. I want to see some pictures of these.
They would get very upset if I showed you those pictures. But yeah, I have pictures.
Who they gonna get upset at? You? They ain't.
They will. It doesn't matter. If they did or if they didn't, it doesn't matter.
Exactly. So that's why I'm hollering at me after the show, Marvin D. I'm sliding them things right in the group chat. As soon as somebody says something, I'm like, beam right there. So that's what I seen, and I just bust out laughing. And I was like, boy, because since today we talk about moms, I say, boy, be your own kids to set you up for failure, boy. So here y'all go. The last video, the memes of the week.
What did you tell your teachers today?
Weed is not good for you.
And did you tell them that we have a lot of weed in our house?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you want to explain that a little bit?
Yeah.
Because when I got to your school, the teacher said, I heard you have a lot of weed at your house. Are we growing weed at our house?
Yeah.
A lot of it?
Yeah.
Do you want to maybe show people what you're talking about?
Yeah. This is weed. This stuff.
That's the weed you're telling all your teachers about?
And that's weed. That's weed. That's weed. That's weed. That's weed. That's weed. That's weed.
That is super cute. Well, they are weeds. She's right.
Yeah, she gonna get the parents cased up. No, now you got CPS at your house looking for a grow house. She said, she said, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, so mama need to do better, be more specific. We got like dirt weeds, grass weeds, not weed. You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
you know, you're in a culture now. You can't say anything. You really can't.
well, you need to tell that to Jimmy because he's still.
All right. I thought Jimmy was behaving. Oh my.
You know what? He's been better since the last conversation we had, Mama D. He's been better. I get
Okay.
it. He's been better. You know.
Okay. Okay.
He's making a valid effort.
I'll talk to Jimmy.
You'll talk to him. Okay, thank
I'll
you.
talk to him. Yeah.
Your boy chimed in, so y'all take care of my mama. Now we gotta be. She in good. She like Allstate. She in good hands with us.
Yeah, he said he's gonna be on you.
I told him we in good hands. Boy, she called me a snitch. Don't do that. Don't call me a snitch. I'm just being honest. So,
Okay.
So now it is time for our main topic of the night. So tonight we have a conversation about moms. You know what I'm saying? And I got two moms in the building. You know what I'm saying? And fortunately enough, Mama D is raising. You know what I'm saying? Raised black. You know what I'm saying? Black beautiful children, boys and girls. And Miss Erica over here has a lovely young daughter. You know what I'm saying? So we got some questions for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all coming out. So we got some questions for the moms in the building. You know what I'm saying? And we just want to hear our point of view. So first question of the night is before we get into that, I forgot one thing. So I had a scenario that I wanted to run across y'all, right? And I wanted to get y'all take on it right quick before we get into that. So I'm watching this YouTube video on this crazy internet, and a pastor proposed at a funeral to the widow.
Oh yeah, I seen that today.
I saw the caption. I didn't go into it, but I saw the caption.
So real quick, what's y'all take on that? Now he's supposed to be a man of the cloth, right? And you proposing to the widow after you gave the eulogy, by the way. So real quick, round the table, what's y'all take on that? Because I thought that was a little unorthodox.
I didn't click into it. You go ahead.
That was just tacky and trifling. That's all I gotta say about that.
I concur. I didn't look at the whole thing. Like I said, I saw the caption, and I was like, "That's messed up." I didn't even want to look at it. So like, who does that? But yeah, she's right. But I didn't look at the whole thing.
So
I didn't look at it at all.
And I'm like, I had so many questions. Like, like, you couldn't think of a more appropriate time to do this? Like, it literally was that like not the funeral, but when they go to the gravesite and then they say a few words over the gravesite, that's when you propose in front of the family?
I'll do you one better. Any part of that wasn't right. They're grieving. They're laying their loved one to rest, and that's that moment. That wasn't a time. It's memorable. It's definitely going to be one that's talked about.
Oh, you never forget that.
Right.
So like if you there at the service and then all of a sudden you see the pastor get on one knee and be like, "Will you marry me?" It's like, what is your mind state? I'll be like, "Oh,
they been fucking."
It's like, what is your mind state? I'll be like, "Oh,
they been fucking."
It's like, what is your mind state? Yo. Oh, be hot there.
He want to be backstage, I guess.
I think he backstaging us. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, y'all been had something going on.
What's up, y'all? I'm trying.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, y'all been had something going on.
What's up? I'm trying to get Cuzzo on, so I'm gonna be in the back.
Okay. All right. We'll let you out. Go ahead and do your thing. Okay, so he's just in the back. So I thought the same thing. E. I was like, yeah, y'all been had something going on. And I was like, I want to know like what was going on. What was going on to the fact that you had to propose then? You couldn't wait a day, you couldn't do it in private, you had to do it right then. I was like, y'all been had something going on, and now he feel like he got competition. That's what that is.
Whose funeral was it?
It was the
It was it
it was the husband. It was the woman's husband that he proposed to.
that he proposed to?
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
Oh, I saw the caption. I just kind of briefly looked at it, and I had something else to do, but I saw it, so I didn't know the whole thing. Wow, that's
The
tacky.
woman's husband that the pastor just did the eulogy for.
Mhm.
She's the one he proposed to.
Man, that's ratchet.
They probably killed him.
Very.
I'm thinking they bumped him off.
They
But
better.
yeah, exactly. That's what they did.
The reason to go
Put
to Black
something in his
Keys-
drink.
Hey, at that point, you proposed to the wrong one. You might as well go ahead and open that casket and throw him in there too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
already got the hole dug, so we might as well go ahead and slide him in there too. You know what I'm saying? 2 bodies, 1 hole. We ain't got to dig not an extra inch. Tell me
Right.
what your take on this.
Yeah, I'm thinking like y'all. They had something going on. I tell you what, my kids better be fighting them. They better jump up and beat them down.
Okay.
Furniture moving, knock me over in the casket. I don't care. Tear the place up. That ain't gonna happen like that. You crazy. I'm dead, and then you gonna propose while I'm still laying right there. You lowering me into the ground. You talking about will you marry me? No. Everybody need to be whooped. Part of that, man.
I'm telling you, you know you my boy, and I got you. You know I'm gonna edit John out.
Yeah. Start shooting in the air. Scatter the people.
Hey, and I'm letting off shots if that happened, bro. Him and everybody that rode with him. If you rode in the car with him, you ain't safe. I got you back, dog. Ain't gonna let you-
Okay.
That's straight crazy.
I got you.
Yeah, that
back.
was disrespectful.
Seize
It was
the
very
day.
disrespectful.
Man, I don't know if I ever go that far.
Boy, he see opportunity, he taking it. You know what I'm saying?
You could have texted her, after this,
That's still tacky if he texted her. That's still messed up.
I mean,
Anyway, you
discreet
said it,
about
that's messed up. That
It's
day,
messed
that's
up,
messed
man.
up. Mm-hmm.
It's messed
Totally
up.
messed
but
up.
man, just to do it in front of everybody while the funeral's
Right.
still going on, that's like, whoa.
That was wild.
Body ain't even in the ground yet.
Right. Like, I was like, "What? When you bought the engagement ring, though?" Was my question.
Right. Like,
I
I'm
just
in
want to know the
hospice and you bought
backstory.
Listen, when I do some more digging, I find out we'll make it another show. We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
Yeah,
Okay.
please do. Yeah.
Yeah, Mama D, we will let you know as soon as we find out.
Yeah, please do. I'll definitely come back on for that one.
We appreciate it.
Okay.
So now we enter the main topic. Now we do the main topic now, so we can celebrate these lovely moms up here. So one of my first questions that I asked, because a couple weeks ago we did the episode with the
Hey,
dad.
Benji. My bad, man.
Oh,
Benji
hey,
was-
what's up, Benji? Mr. Banks? So a couple weeks ago we did the episodes with the dads, and so we asked the dad some of the questions, and B was on that show, and he gave us some really good insight. He gave us a really good insight on stuff with him being a father, and how things were with his father, and so it brought up a question. You know what I'm saying? That he had made a statement, so it brought up a question is, what is one of the biggest lessons that you guys want to teach, especially being women, your daughters, that you don't feel like you were taught when you were growing up?
Good question. One of
Yeah,
the
that is
lessons I was taught that I wasn't taught. Am
Or
I correct?
maybe something you got a little bit of information on, but you wish you would have had more information on.
More.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, as we progress, we always want to teach our kids more. So what is something that, I'm saying, that you didn't have a lot of growing up, that you was like, I'm going to make sure I pour this, especially into my daughter?
Finances for one. My mother passed when I was 18. So I felt like there was just a lot I didn't get, because I graduated high school at 17 and I went straight to college. And I came home 6 months later, she passed. So for me, the one thing I didn't get was the road to womanhood. How to be a woman, how to find myself, just navigating that. that was the one thing I believed I instilled and helped with my daughter. Just helping her along that path. I didn't have that.
Okay.
So I think that would be my answer.
Okay. Ms. Erica, one thing you teach your daughter that you want to talk.
I'm gonna have to say finance as well. Because that was one thing that I was never really taught. Taught everything else, but that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go with finance because I want better for my child, and I don't want her to end up in a situation where she ends up not being able to take care of me and other things like that. So, and she's gonna be leaving me pretty soon. So yeah, most definitely finance.
Hey, Miss Kalisha.
What it do?
You take care of you.
I'm here. I'm sorry I'm late. What did I
Well,
call
it's fine.
it?
You right on time. You right on time for the good questions.
Okay, good, great, awesome.
So speaking of daughters, you got one daughter too, right? You know what I'm saying? And from that lovely baby father of yours, lovely guy. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna ask you the same question. What is one thing that you want to teach your daughter that you weren't really taught or well versed in when you was growing up?
use birth control. Like, use it like it is like life-saving. Like, take it and get shots and get an IUD and like anything that would keep you from having children. Like, I ain't even mad about sex, right? And like it feels like I'm lenient toward my son, like, because I'd be like, so you are these hoes? And he'd be like, no, these hoes. And I'd be like, yes, you are. And I'd be like, here's let me tell y'all, family story, tune in. My son told me, oh God, he was messing with this girl. He was like, she allergic to latex. I said, son, that means she's a whore. Because how did she know she's allergic to latex? Like, she's 15, 16 years old. When did she find this out in the hospital at birth? Okay, revert back to my daughter. Yeah, so I just try to teach her, like, whatever you do, like in life, make sure that you are being the best at it. Like, no matter what it is, but always use birth control, because I just feel like if I had have been more educated on the uses and what was effective and what was not, I may not even be in this situation today. So that's something that I am very big on when it comes to my child. Oh, education, of course, that's important. But other than that, birth control.
All I heard is F them kids, F them kids, F them kids. That's all I heard.
Pretty much.
Well, okay, so we got finances, education, and birth control. All right. Okay.
Finances be in a better place when you ain't got kids to take care of. That's all I'm saying.
Man, don't do my niece and nephew like that. Don't do that.
You want them? What's your address? I will put them on a one-way ticket to Florida in a heartbeat.
Wait a minute. Not one way. Wait a minute.
No return to sender.
No.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello.
How y'all doing?
Hey, Miss
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Are we glad you showed up? We got a question for you, if you don't mind.
Huh?
You got how many kids you got?
3 boys.
3 boys. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I got a question for you. So we asked all the other ladies, what is the one thing you wish you could teach your boys that you weren't taught when you were growing up?
About credit. Yeah.
Good one.
I didn't learn till later on in life, so later on. So I'm teaching them now about it. So
you know what? That's a good one, because I didn't learn about credit till my credit score was like 400.
Yeah. So I try to talk to them. Well, my oldest is 19, so I talked to him about it early because I wasn't taught. I had to learn along the way, like you.
Hey, if anybody want to know, it's a 742 right now. I got it together. Credit do wonders when
congratulations.
Hey, it do wonders when you pay stuff off, don't it?
It does.
So okay, so all right, I like those answers. We got finances, birth control, basically saying I don't even want kids, and we got credit. So when did you learn about credit? That's a good question.
Me,
Yeah.
out of high school, right out of high school, kind of did. I learned about it a little bit, but I didn't know about it because I was like you. Credit score is what? I need credit for this.
Yeah, no, I got a credit card, and I was just like, so I can swipe it now and pay later. Oh, I'm with it.
Yeah, like what? I'm not paying nothing.
Yeah, the first place I went was Champs. I was fresh to death for that $350 limit. Stop playing. So awesome. I love those answers. So next question, right? What is one piece of advice you will give your kids to the day they die? You know what I'm saying? Like whether it's from being toddlers to grown-ups. Like I'm gonna keep pushing this until the day I drop in the casket.
I'm trying to think. Dad, you got me on the spot.
We let a lot of the ladies go too. Hey man, Kelly, you can even chime in on this. What's a piece of advice you give your daughter? You know, we already heard what you give your sons. What's a piece of advice you give your daughter to the day they drop you in a casket and then I pass the propose? What is it?
Don't lie to me. Lie to your mama. There you go. I always preach that. You can come to me with anything, no matter what it is. I may cuss you out. I may not. You just got to roll the dice, but don't lie to me.
All right. Well, don't lie to Telly, lie to your mom.
And in retrospect, since I am the mama, what I say is there's nothing that they can't come and say to me. Just watch how you say it.
There you go.
Make sure you're right when you come to me. And I'm gonna say that till I leave here. Mm-hmm. Respect me.
Okay, I love it. So it's respect.
Respect.
Respect me.
Respect me.
Okay, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Eric, what's one thing you tell your daughter to the day she die?
I don't know, because it's a lot of them.
Okay, we'll take a few. We ain't picky.
Okay. I guess just to always be herself, no matter what. You know. And that's it.
Always be, but that's a good one though, because I think with society, the way it's going in today's days, it's always pushing, especially young ladies, to try to be kind of move in society standards. So to always be yourself is actually pretty solid advice. And it's like, no matter how old you are, just like, hey, be yourself. Don't let nobody else push you in any other way.
Yep. That's my little pep talk with her in the morning anyways.
How old is your daughter?
16.
Oh, bless your heart.
I got a 14-year-old niece that I deal with every morning.
Well, my daughter, how old is she? I think she just turned 32. Yeah. She just turned 32. So that's why I said, bless your heart. Been there and done all that.
I don't see how parents. I don't see. Listen, first of all, I don't see how y'all raise daughters in the first place. Because I remind myself, like, girl, if I get one more eye roll or lip smack because I say something to you.
Interesting times as a teenager.
Like that. She is a sweetheart. Like, I don't have no problems out of her.
That's good.
I'm glad. I wish, maybe my niece can take some lessons. You know what I tell my niece all the time?
Not Neil.
I tell her all the time. I'm like, hey, I just want you to know that I'm not above coming to your school and whooping one of your friends' ass. I just want you to know that, okay? Because I just think, I tell my niece and my nephew all the time, there's a lot of bullying going on, and I don't ever want you to ever feel like I'm like, Telly, you can come and talk to me about anything, like anything. Like, I know you think we old and we don't understand, but trust me, we do. Okay?
Right.
Like, I told my nephew, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if you got a bully, you let me know. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because we can jump their parents. Listen, stop letting these teachers put you on some PG stuff. Ain't nothing PG when it comes to these kids.
Okay.
It's up there.
Nowadays, it's not.
Nigga, I smile in my mugshot for 6 cases of child abuse. I don't care. And one in 6th grade and the other one in 8th grade, I will punch an 8th grade in the chest. I do not care. I don't play about my kids. I don't play about nobody else's kids. You know what I'm saying? Mama D, I don't play about your grandbabies. I tell Brandon all the time, hey, I'll push one of them little kids over at Zay school. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Don't tell Zay that though. Don't tell him that. He'll act up just for the fact. And then say I have to fly out there and get him straight. So don't put him in that kind of yeah.
I'm just saying when it comes to don't play. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Hey, I gave Brian the green light. I told him they better get you at school, hit him in the jaw. Tell him dad told you.
Okay.
Tell your daughter we will punch one of them girls, slap in the back of the head. Stop playing with us.
You ain't got to worry about that because I'm already gonna get to him. So
just send us the bill in. Miss Hayes, what is
I'm gonna call you to come bail me out.
I got you.
Y'all understand all of this is evidence too now. So okay.
You know what, Mama D? You right, and I ain't got no shame. You shouldn't have been messing with my kid.
Well, just as long as you understand how the judicial system works too. I got you. But I work in a law office too, so just FYI.
Flip up for him here. Yep, I said it.
Yeah, I said
That's me. Yeah. You thought I was playing?
No. This one piece of advice you were telling your boys to the day the casket drop. And you got a 19-year-old.
I have a 19-year-old. He's a little introvert. He's very introverted.
Okay.
But I always try to teach them a lesson. Like I always tell them, a closed mouth don't get fed. If you want something, you got to go get it. It's not going to come to you. And everything is not going to come easy. Sometimes you may come into bumps in the road, but it's nothing that you can't do to overcome that bump to get to where you need to go. That's like my little lessons for them.
I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. So, question, right? Question. And this one's for Mama D, right? Because you got boys and a daughter. What's a piece of advice that you alter when you're dealing with, Chanel versus Brandon, Nick, and Nate?
Advice. I see Chanel probably could be on here and give you a whole list of things that I don't even remember. Because she always thought that she got treated differently because she was the girl. Repeat the question again so I make sure I got it right.
So, what's one piece of advice you would like? It would be kind of it'll be in the lines of the same advice, but it's different because you're talking to Chanel versus Brandon, Nick, and Nate. And I know she felt like she got treated different because she was a girl, but you got to alter different ways of doing stuff when you're dealing with, a daughter versus, and plus she was 3 boys, 1 Chanel, so she probably felt like, oh, man, why you treating me like this and they getting treated like that? What's one piece of advice that you would alter different dealing with the boys and Chanel?
I don't. You're asking me to go way back into archives. I don't remember. Because on the lines, with her being a girl, of course, there was things that my advice to her would to be aware of boys trying to get in her pants and everything else and trying to use her. Of course, that's not an advice I would have to give to the boys because with them, I taught them to be gentlemen and not go after girls that way. So I guess that's the only thing I can think of right off hand is preparing her for how guys were.
Okay.
And as far as my boys, teaching them how to respect a female and not use them or anything like that. So I think that would be the difference there for me.
Okay. I like that. So, I wanted to pull up some questions that I asked the guys, and I got some moms on here so I can talk to y'all about it, right? So, what is like the biggest lesson that you learned about being a mom that made you a better person? Like, I'm a mom. I had to learn this as a mom, and you know what? It made me a better person going down the road.
That I don't know at all. I don't know at all, and that I am open to learning what I don't know or what I thought I knew. And being woman enough to go back and talk to my children if I said something that was not correct for their situation and making it right.
You want to know what's interesting? I like the fact that you said that. One of the things that Brandon actually said was learning to apologize to the kids when he knew he was wrong and letting them know he was wrong. So he said that when we had that conversation with him.
Really? Did he?
He did. He actually said that. He said that, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, honestly, he said honestly the same thing that you just said. And that's why I'm kind of smiling, because it's very interesting. You know, because he said, understanding that I'm not always right and I have to apologize to the kids when I'm wrong. And he said that when we had the conversation with him about, you know, being a dad. So obviously we see where he get it from now.
Yeah, they get a lot of stuff from me. Some good, some bad.
We'll just say the bad stuff he got from Jimmy. It's cool.
All right, now y'all gonna leave Jimbo alone now. I'm the only one that can mess with him now. Come on.
Hey, I'm gonna tell him I was talking bad about him when I talked about him.
You tell him Mama D had him.
I got you. I will. Miss Hayes, what's one thing of being a boy mom? Because you got 3 boys. So you was a boy mom, and then it's like, you know what? Me directing this mom energy made me a better person. Like, what's one area you got better at being a boy
mom? To let them express their emotions. To let them vent to me. That is okay to feel away, to feel sad or hurt, not to be so tough on them, like, you're a boy, man up, you know, and let them express, because they human. So that's why I say they open with me.
They open with you, so you think that did that make you more open to understanding? Yes. Like, I have. Okay, so you was closed off before that. Like, you was like, I ain't really opening up to nobody.
Huh?
I say, were you closed off before, like, having boys? Like, I'm closed off, but like having them kind of like, I'm gonna open up because I need them to open up to talk to me.
I would. Okay. Yes, I was closed in. I was kind of closed in as a kid too, kind of. Stuff was never really talked about, so I tried to have that open communication with them and be open and honest to have that even if it's uncomfortable for me.
Okay, I like that. Okay, being open and communicating. Miss Erica, what's one way having that young lady made you a better person?
I'm gonna have to agree with the ladies on this one, and but for me, I'm gonna say courage. Like, my daughter, like, helped me mature a lot quicker, you know, because I've always been scared to stand up for myself. I was always, shy and standoffish, but once, I had my child, I was like, okay, who's gonna stand up for her? And I had to do that. And, going through life, that just, made me a better person.
Okay, I like that. You know what? I never thought about courage is something. Okay. So another question, right? What's the most shocking thing that you found out about yourself becoming a parent? You know, is there any place where you were kind of like, I never knew I could, do this, that, and the third, but you did it, and you just kind of like, that's what's up. Like, what is the most shocking thing that you kind of found out about yourself? You know what I'm saying? Because I understand that being a parent, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of like you have to put yourself second. You were consistently second out. So, like, as all y'all years, especially everybody having older kids, like what's one thing that kind of like I didn't know that about myself until I became a mother?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, I like the fact that everybody is for answers because that means I'm asking good questions.
You're asking good questions. I would say most recently, I don't have to ponder this one at all. Most recently, after having Xavier here for a month, I have realized that I don't know how I did it raising 4 kids by myself. I had that little boy for 4 weeks, and he tore my butt up. I don't know how I did it. That's what I would tell you. I just don't know how I did it, with the exception is that I just took one day at a time. I don't know how I did it with 4 small ones, because I've got Brandon, he's what now? 34, the twins, 33, and then Charnel, 32. Doorsteps, back to back, all that running around the house, and I had one child, a 3-year-old. Drove me crazy. So I don't know how I did it.
Did he get his nap?
I made him take a nap.
Okay,
that gave me a break.
Well, cause I know my boy be needing a nap from time to time, so make sure
he's got a lot of energy.
Yeah, make sure he got his daily nap in.
Yeah, keep in mind, I hadn't done that in 20-some years, running around after a little 3-year-old child. So I just don't know how I did it for me.
But you did.
Yeah, and they turned out to be awesome adults. That's what's most astonishing. They are awesome people.
Most of the time.
Well, I didn't say they didn't have faults now, and they're not perfect, but for the most part, they are really pretty decent human beings.
Most of Nick all right until he called me early in the morning.
Nick all right.
Nick all right with me till he called me early in the morning.
You're the first one to say that about Nick.
Your son's an early bird. He is up.
Yeah, I do. I know that, and they don't like to call me. Don't call me. I'm not an early bird. I never have been. I don't know where he got that from. He must have got that from his daddy. He didn't get that from me.
Brandon say all the time. Well, Ms. Erica, what's the one thing that you didn't know about yourself until you started dealing with your daughter? You was like, I ain't know that about myself.
Oh, that I'm a hustler. I can make things happen. Like, that's one thing I've learned, because anytime my back was against the wall, I made it happen for her, and I never knew I could do it. Sometimes I even surprised myself, like, dang, I did that.
Listen, I said it on the show a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I tell you what, don't nobody hustle harder than a mom with single moms with kids, bro. It's like, you ever seen a single mom and she be having 4-bedroom house, a nice truck, and somehow, some way be racking up like $5,000-$6,000 a month to take care of all the kids. And it is just like, it's like, don't nobody hustle like a single mom, bro. Single moms be getting it done. Thanks. I said, if I can say, because like for me, I don't have any kids. You know what I'm saying? I just got my niece and my nephew that I deal with, on a consistent basis. And boy, when I tell you, I was ready to throw both of them away when it came time to get. My nephew needed school supplies. And I was like, okay, I got them all the school supplies. And I'm looking at this school supply list. And I'm like, I don't understand why you need a $40 calculator and a 64 megabyte thumb drive, but you better be building damn rocket ships at school or something. For all these school supplies that I got, because I was very upset. I'm sitting there looking like, what the hell you need graph paper for? You know what I'm saying? Back in my day, we show up to high school with notebook papers, a couple folders, and some pencils. They needed black pens, blue pens, highlighters, permanent markers, Sharpie markers, red pens. They needed notebook paper, graph paper, Texas Instrument calculator, the one with trigonometry on, the one with the little graph.
Scientific one, yeah.
They needed the little pencil thing that spin around in a circle. He needed the 90-degree angle ruler. And I'm like, and I told him this, and I was like, I want you to know, listen, I spent a lot of money on school supplies, right? I say, if you lose any of this stuff, you're going to be missing. I promise you, on everything I love, you're gonna be missing, bro. I am going to bury you on the side road somewhere. And
Well,
guess
get
what?
prepared. Get your shovel ready.
No, see what you're supposed to do though. Wait till that stuff go on sale and just buy it, rack up for next year.
That part right there. Yep.
See, but you a parent, you knew that. I don't know this type of stuff.
Well, I'm telling you, listen. I'll give you some advice. That's what you do.
How about right? I just send them to you and you can deal with it.
No, thank you.
You show.
You are so generous, but I'm gonna have to pass.
Damn. But guess what he did on the second day of school? Go ahead, guess what he did?
Lost
He
all
lost
his
something.
stuff.
So you know the little things with all the pencils and stuff in it, like the little baggies.
Little pencil box.
Mm-hmm.
I bought him 2 of them, right? He left one in his home period class, and it wasn't there the day he came back. Boy, I tell you, I want to kill this fool. I want to kill him.
You went and replaced it?
Yeah, I replaced it after talking mess for like 2 hours and making like 18 threats. I replaced it. I was mad about doing it, but I did it, right? So I think that I didn't know I had the patience that I have until I started dealing with that, right? Because I was like, ooh, Jesus, I got patience because I be wanting to kill this boy. And I don't because he's still alive, right? I'm going to tell you this one last story. So let me tell you what he did last year, right? First game of the season, right? Bought his football stuff. Let me tell you what this fool did. Before the game even started, before the first game would start, he out there getting dressed. This fool lost a cleat, okay? Lost a cleat. Not 1, not 2, but just 1. Lost 1. Brand new Nike cleat. Lost 1. Lost 1. Lost 1 cleat.
Mm-hmm.
Lost 1. I'm like, how you lose a cleat? How you lose 1? What other one? This right here. How you lose 1? Right? And then hear me out. He tops that a couple days later in school. He comes home and I'm looking at him and I'm like, where your shoelaces?
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, bro, how you lose shoelaces? I don't know. I was like, Jesus. So I would say mine is patient. And he was like 11. No, he was 10 when he did that. I was like, oh, Jesus. So I learned patience. I realized I obviously have a lot more patience than I ever thought I had in my life. Dealing with
you sure get it.
I don't want it, Mama D. I really don't.
Wait till you have your own.
I don't want none, Mama D. At this point, after dealing with him and his sister, I'm good. After dealing with
good. You sound like my brother.
I got 8 nephews and 9 nieces. Okay.
Oh wow.
I don't want no kids. After dealing with them fools all their life, I'm good. Okay.
Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah. Don't do that to them kids. Don't have no kids. Don't do that.
Auntie Vaughn.
Hey.
How you doing tonight?
I am doing.
Hi.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How y'all doing?
Good.
We're good.
We talking about these kids and Erica trying to tell me to have some. Y'all keep telling me to have kids. I don't want no kids.
No, I was not telling you to have no kids.
Jody, don't have no kids. Don't have no kids, Jody.
Don't
do that to them kids.
Mm-mm.
First of all, I'd be a great dad.
Don't do that to them.
I think you would be. Mm-hmm. I do. I think you would be a good dad. I just think right now, this ain't where you need to be.
Well, hey, Mama D, you can babysit. I just get them to you before they 3. I get them to you while they slow it down.
I take them on they 6.
When they 6. I'm
I don't know more 3-year-olds.
Hey, I'm gonna hold you to that now. I'll be like 8 years later, I'm gonna be knocking at your door. Hey, Mama D, you remember that one time on the podcast you said
You better call before you come knocking on my door.
Call first. Call first.
Call first, yes, ma'am. But I'll take them.
Call first.
I sure appreciate that. Miss Hayes, same question to you. What is one area that you didn't realize you had it in you until you had kids? And you got 3 boys.
I think maybe strength. Strength. I would say. I've been through a lot throughout my life. So I would say strength, and I would say strength because I've lost people close to me. I lost both my parents in 2020 and 2021, 10 months apart. And then I lost a son in 2009 at 6 months. So to keep, I don't know. I learned that I have strength that I didn't know I had. People say, how you do it? I don't know. I just do it, but I know I have to do it for my sons. That's what keeps me going.
That's what's up. It does take a lot of strength to deal with that. So, and I know for a fact that like being a mother, then having to grieve and still be a mom, that does take an incredible amount of strength. So, hey, kudos to you for having to pull through that and
Amen.
Stand strong for your boys. So kudos to you for that, man. Big ups to that, and definitely our prayers and condolences to you about your parents.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you.
Well, Miss Yvonne, what about you? You got 2 girls and a boy, right?
No, I got one daughter. She has a daughter and a boy.
Oh, okay.
So,
So,
one. And what I learned was I could love. I didn't know that I could love like that. And even though right now she's mad at me, because I didn't come through the way she wanted me to. Motherhood puts a lot of pulling on you. And, our kids want us to be perfect in their imperfection. And they don't realize that we're imperfect also. And I love her through all of it, just to be able to love. Because there's sometimes I really just want to punch her head right off her body, because I'm grown. I'm real grown. I'm 61 and you 37. And there's some stuff you say and you do, and you just need to be punted. That's it. You need a good punting. But, she has to learn her lessons. But through it all, just being able to love like that, just to be able, another human being you carried, and here they are, and you have a new name, and that's Mommy. And that's just a real love thing that happens.
Lord, I love that. Now, is that coming from Mom Yvonne or like life counselor? Do you give her life counselor Yvonne too?
Absolutely not. She's mad at me now because she said, you can motivate everybody else. You keep telling me you're a grown woman and can't nobody tell you nothing. So how am I motivate somebody that you can't tell nothing to because they so grown?
Exactly.
So, you cannot, a prophet is not known in their own land. And so my family doesn't see me like everybody else does. They don't come to me with, hey, can you help me put A, B, C, D, E, F, G in order like other people do? They just see me as the Yvonne they know. The one that's always joking, the one that is a hothead, the one that'll rip your gizzards out if necessary, the one that, will pray down fire and slap the fire out of you. That's all. That's all they see. All the other stuff, when people talk to them, they're like, who, Yvonne? It's like they don't even know who they're related to. So no, I don't give life coaching to my daughter. I refer her out. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Listen, if she needs some coaching, give her the link to the podcast. She can pull up on some Wednesdays.
No. And she'll be like, oh, that's just my mama talking junk. That's just my talking junk. She always talking. Mm-hmm.
Listen, she could come on the show with us on Wednesdays. We'll talk.
Please don't. No, Jody, please don't. Please
I can't
don't.
talk to you.
You
I can't
don't
give her no advice.
you do not need crazy. You do not need that type of crazy on your show. Her Facebook page makes me embarrassed every day. And I have to tell people I raised her well. See, that's the thing about parenting. People always look at your kids, and if your kids aren't sparkling, then something must be wrong with you. They never realize that maybe something's wrong with the kid because we give our kids everything we have. Yes, mothers? And even if we're not giving it to them, they live with us. So they get to see it. See, the first thing you said to my sister here was condolences. That's because you were raised well, Jody. Even though half of the time you crazy and I want to beat you myself, you were raised well. You know, you have that in you. And you have that in you because you lived in a household where you had, you know, decency and morals and respect.
I mean, that and you was gonna die if you didn't.
Basically. So, you know, people make parents responsible for their children's behavior, but at one point, you know, our children have to be just that. Our children, but their own adult.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Amen to that. So listen, speaking of adults, right? I have a question, and I want to ask the fellas this question. So give me a time that you was like this close from like this child finna send me to jail today, and I'm okay with it, right?
Yesterday. No, I'm
Yeah.
okay. This child, it wasn't this child, it was this heifer is about to be strangled. This heifer right here, yeah, this heifer.
So yesterday, you was like, "Yep, I'm finna go to jail for child abuse."
Well, yeah, but that was light. What really did it is when she did land incarcerated. And she told one story, and then the truth came out. And basically, my daughter beat the hell out of two people in a cab, and nobody got out the cab. And when they finally did, they got out screaming. But she didn't say that's what happened. So here I'm thinking, oh, she'll come home. All she did was have a fight. Well, no, that is assault, and and it carries 3.5 years for each count. She had 2 counts. So she's looking at 7 years for tossing somebody's tail or licking. I looked at my mother, I said, I'm gonna need your credit card because we gotta get her a lawyer. She can't stay in jail for whipping somebody's butt. So yeah, that right there, I don't think she could top that. Because the 11 months that I went through with that, just because you lost your temper, every time I had to go to Nassau County, I was contemplating either praying her out of there and letting the jail fall every brick, or just beating her to death and sitting next to her in a cell.
Well, I'll be there. Miss Dang. Give us an example of time that you was this close from. You know, you're not gonna give us one?
You talking to me?
Don't talk to Miss Erica.
I'm sorry. Every morning, every morning, because I gotta take my daughter to school, and yeah, I'm always running a little late. Like she can't get it together. So, and I don't have patience. I like to be on time, and doing things, and that's not what she on. So yeah, so every morning for me.
You contemplating child abuse every morning.
Something like it.
Do better. Do better. Mama D.
When Chanel was 16.
I'm about to say, don't do my boy Xavier.
No, when she was 16. And I'll leave that right there.
Okay, she was
Okay. She was 16.
You was like this close, like, yep, gonna go to jail today.
I probably went over the line on it and didn't care.
Oh, see, yeah. Mm-hmm. Woman after my own heart right here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss Hayes.
Yeah.
Give us a time. You got 3 boys, so I know you got
close wasn't the word.
I know you got at least 1 or 2. That you was this close. I'm like, yep, nope, about to go to jail today. Because you tested my patience.
Oh, well, yeah. That's every day. Almost every day. With the talk back, I can't do it. Or the question. Sometimes I'm like, all right, this is what I said. And this is what it's going to be. And I'm not giving the explanation because I'm the parent right now.
Okay.
So the talk back, I can't take.
It's the talk, but okay.
Yeah.
Hey, tell me.
Yo.
I want for you to give us a time where you was like, I'm this close. This close.
Oh man, it was twice. My oldest, he was 4 years old, and he did something. I can't remember, but I was talking to him, and this mofo gonna sit up here, turn his back, and walk away like I wasn't there.
Ooh.
I almost kicked him in his back. I put my foot on. I was like, wait a minute, he fought. I said, I caught myself. I turned to him and I said, don't you ever walk away from me like I'm not talking to you. That'd be the last thing you do. And he never did it. And just recently, my daughter, she 13. I'm starting to see a little sassy attitude. We was in the store and she said, I don't know why y'all got to know who I'm talking to on my phone.
Ooh.
I was like, who you talking to? I said, let me tell you something. I'm finna show out at Sam's Club. She about to get this bulk. I'm like, hold on.
Oh my God.
I'm like, I don't care how old you get. I'm gonna know everything you do. Don't you ever wonder why I need to know. I'll tell you why I need to know. Because the last time you got into a little altercation with some little boy in New York and he started calling you all sorts of niggas and stuff like that. That's why I need to know who you talking to. You know, don't get it twisted, sweetheart. You know,
and seeing you better than me because I wouldn't even offer an explanation. That's because I said so.
Hey, I caught myself. That's the thing. I caught myself. I had a flashback. You know, I'm like, I am my mother's child, so I had to catch myself because she was gonna be on the ground, and then I'm gonna be getting escorted up out of Sam's Club and probably never be allowed back. So,
Sam's Club used to be a safe place. Okay, don't do that, Telly. Sam's Club used to be a safe place. Don't do that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna keep it a safe place. But
money for everybody.
Right. Lucky we wasn't in his house. Might have been a different story then. I had to snatch her up and look in the eye and let her know. Don't play with that. Don't do that. Play with your mama. Don't play with me.
Okay.
We got these mamas don't play with me either.
Well, her mama kind of lenient, so that's why she thinks she can get away with that stuff. She tried me, and I'm like, oh no, you know better.
I think. Oh, okay. I think with my niece, I asked her a question. I said, did you go home and get clothes? And her response was, did you see me go home?
Oh.
By the time I realized it, I had her by her shoe, and I was like, girl, I will throw your little 80-pound ass out of this window. I was like, bro. And so I had a conversation, right? It was like, listen, I set my niece and my nephew down. I was like, listen, I think as your kids, you see me, you see your mom, you see your stepdad, you see us as, you see us as parents. But what you don't know, well, I will walk out in these streets and if need be, whoop another grown man's ass if I have to. So they telling
yes, let them
what
know.
I do to you. Okay? You buy 80 pounds soaking wet and you buy 60 pounds soaking wet. I will toss you little Negroes through one of these walls. So please quit testing us, okay? It's like y'all be testing us, and I think the problem is like, see, you think we parents, we some whole gangsters out here, okay? Because we come from an era where we used to get off at the wrong bus stop to go whoop somebody's ass for talking noise to us, okay? We from a whole different area. We didn't record fights, bro. We didn't have phones when we was going to school. You wanted to find if somebody was talking about you, you had somebody call them on three-way, and you sit on the other phone quiet, and then you pull up on them at school. And you go to mollywhopping them upside their head. We're not you need to stop.
Not the mollywhop.
So I told her this your first and last time popping off at the mouth like that. Then it's like I don't know where she get it from because it's like she don't do it with her mama because she know better. She know better. She know her mom will go upside her head with the quickness. So it's like I think you get over here and you get beside yourself. I was like, girl. I will beat your ass. I want you to know. So I think that's one time I was like, Jesus, I ain't gonna do it. I'm trying. Hey, somebody said I'm a good dude, and I be trying to stay that way. I really do. And when my nephew came home with one shoelace, that I was like, boy, I'm gonna kill you.
I tell you, them little girls here to test you, man. Now my little daughter be testing me. I'll be looking like you say some of the things, you get away with saying some things. Because if the boys say it, me and them, we going toe to toe. Because you challenging me, but the little girl, I'm like, I know you're a woman.
Yeah,
you got a slick mouth. So
but see, that's why you need the mom in your life. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna test your dad because your dad be trying not to put his hands on you. But it's like, I bet you wouldn't have said that to your mama though. I bet you wouldn't have said that because she wouldn't have hesitated putting them paws on you. You know what I'm saying?
No. See, that's what I got grandma for. I got grandma for that. She already.
Whose house was that? Whose house was that? My father regulated, okay? Ain't nobody mess with Hayes, fool. Are you kidding me? My father was the law. He would shut that place down in the quickness. And when we were younger, he hit you only 5 times. But he hit so hard that you would cry the whole rest of the day. Yeah. I don't know. Y'all got away easy because my mom would be like negotiating for us.
We didn't get away. My parents was ruthless. See, I could ask my mom, and she'd just be like, you know what? That's fine. Wait till your daddy get home.
Yep.
Now you got to sit there and wait in anticipation for him to get home. And for when they gonna have this conversation, I was like, dang, can you just beat me now and get it over with? I gotta sit and wait. And it was the same thing with my sisters. My dad be like, that's all right. When your mama get home, she'll deal with it. And now it's like, now they gotta sit there and wait till she get home. He's like, y'all dead meat when she walk in the house. Miss Cleveland. I want to give us a time when one of your kids had you like this close to going to jail.
So I'm gonna preface this by saying, judge your mammy, not me. It went even further than that. I ended up having to call the cops on my kid one time because like she was outrageous, like, and I just needed to, and I didn't expect them to take her to jail. Like, I just wanted them to come out and be like, scare her into, scared straight. But no, it didn't go that way. They came out and they talked to her and they was just like this and the other. And I was like, they was like, what do you want us to do? I was like, I just needed her to have a realization. And so they called like the judge and they was like, nope, we gotta take her in. I was like, and I cried and she cried, and it was like really, she spent like 48 hours in juvie. But she had a real rude awakening. It's some stuff that you cannot do, and sometimes kids need that. Maybe
Most definitely.
like because like she was gonna kill folks, and she don't care. Call the police. I was like, okay, bet. But
Maybe possessed.
I got a chicken here talking smack, and I'm trying not to kill her. One of us got to go. So they ended up coming and getting her and taking her. So that's been about 3-4 months ago, and our relationship has really improved since that time.
Tell her do that.
Again, judge your mammy, not me.
I won't judge you. I think you did the right thing.
I think
Absolutely.
My mama would have beat one of my sisters to the police.
Oh my God.
I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna let them handle this because the way I'm set up today, one of us gonna die.
Did you put that in your journal?
Of course.
Okay.
Hey, look, real talk. Do you need me to get it?
I believe you.
I was sick. Like I cried for 2 days because I didn't want them to take her, but the fact that they took her, like I say, it was a rude awakening for both of us.
You know what though? But honestly, right? Real talk. The way these kids are acting these days in school, you have to take stuff like that like super serious. Because you know what I'm saying? Like the thing is, I think when you have like these stories where you have kids that are getting bullied and they commit suicide, and you have other kids that are bringing weapons to school and threatening to like harm other students. It's like I personally always feel like your parents ain't in enough of your damn business. You know what I'm saying? It's like I had a question on the show a while ago, and it's like, how much of your kids' business should you be in? And we all agree, all of it.
All of it.
All of it.
Man, they ain't got no business.
You got that right.
You gotta pay to have business.
You have in your own house to have business.
That part, like all of it. If you normally, you know what I'm saying, scratch your arm 5 times and you scratched it 4 today, I need to know why you didn't scratch it that 5th time. You need to let me know something. I'm in all of it. You know what I'm saying? Because like these kids really be going through it in their own way, and then you know what I'm saying, they be not dealing with it and be lashing out.
Right.
Yeah, it's really hard, with parents. Like even when we were growing up, I'm speaking for myself here down in Mississippi in the South. Our parents worked a lot, but they didn't really have genuine relationships with us. I can't say that my parents knew anything, if a little, about me. Like they didn't sit down and be like, hey, what's your favorite color? What do you like to eat? Like my parents never did that. So, this day and age, I try to be more present and try to be more active in my kids' life. Maybe almost a year ago now, there was a young lady who left high school and jumped off the bridge here, like in downtown Jackson. And it was such a devastating blow to me that I have become way more active in my kids' life than I was before. It's like for her to be going through so much as a child, to leave school at 15, 16 years old and jump off a bridge, like who was missing everything that she was going on? Like I feel like the school system failed her parents failed her friends failed her. Too much is going on for us not to be more present and try to be more active as we can in our kids' life. So I 100% agree. Everything, being all the business.
Yeah, my mama told me about that. She lived down there in Macon, Mississippi. She told me about that. I was like, that's wild, man. That's why I always talk to my kids. You can tell me how you feel. I'll come and talk to them. And they do. They come out of their room and they abuse it. They tell me other stuff. I'm like, okay, but all right, good for you, but I'm like, come and talk to me when it's serious. They want to talk to me about everything, which is cool because I like listening to them, see how their mind work. And I tell them, don't ever be so sad or so, like, if you feel like you sad or something bothering you, come and talk to me. If it's something, even if it's something I did, come and talk to me. I might not know. We'll sit down and have a conversation. Something your mama did, let me know. I'll talk to her. But just don't hold it inside, just because these kids jumping off of bridges and hanging themselves and going to school, shooting up. See, now that's why I stay in their business so they don't go to school and shoot up nothing. Like man, I got to know what you're doing. I walk past the room and peek in. They look at me. I'm looking at them. And I'm like, I'm just checking in on you, see what you're doing, who you talking to.
Question. So as all y'all parents, right? Like, and I found myself, like, the one thing I was like, I'll never be like my mom and daddy, right?
Oh my God.
I find myself doing the same stuff that they did. Because my niece be in the room chilling, minding their business. My nephew playing the PlayStation, my niece on a stupid tablet, whatever, watching TikTok videos. And I literally just be like, boom. And just walk out, right? Like, do y'all find yourself like acting like do y'all feel like y'all act like y'all parents after a while? Like, I said I wouldn't do the things my mom and daddy did, and here I am doing it.
Well, that's because you mature. I remember when I was younger, I would say, well, I wouldn't have a problem with my child smoking weed in the house because growing up, drinking alcohol wasn't a problem in my household, even though my mom was Deaconess Clara Poole. But drinking wasn't a problem. So at the time I was in my 20s and I was still smoking weed. And I was like, I don't see no problem with my child smoking weed in my house. I wish she would have. I would have killed her dead. Because as you mature, what you thought was cool when you was younger, as a parent, no, I can't allow you to do that in my house. And there's times when she's speaking to her kids and she says, oh man, I sound just like Yvonne. You better sound like Yvonne. Yes, sound like Yvonne. Because I used to have a term, why are you ringing and a digging and a twisting? Sit down. And the other day she said to my granddaughter, why are you ringing and a digging and a twisting and sit down? And I sit there like, I understand. I understand now, Ma. I understand. Yeah, I know you do.
I've never said that I didn't want to be like my parents. I didn't think my parents did a terrible job. Am I like my parents today? So I guess maybe I do hear myself saying some of the things they say, but so I have this thing with cussing. Like, I don't mind my children cussing in settings that are very comfortable to me, like with me. They telling me a story, they saying something. I don't mind them cussing because, for one, like, cussing to me is so cliche. Like, it's who determine what cussing is and why is it such a big deal? So, like, if me and my kids are hanging out, we're talking, and they say a cuss word, I'm not like, don't say a cuss word. I'm like, okay, big, cool. So it's just like, I'm not my parents. I don't try to be them. My parents were very religious, very strict. And I'm somewhat like that when it comes to conservativeness. I don't like my daughter to dress provocatively. I don't like her to, wear things that show a whole lot of skin. In that aspect, yes, I feel like I am a lot more like my kids. But like, my son wears skinny jeans. I'm not a fan of it, but I know it's the trend, so I let him do that. But it's like I think I have like picks and chooses of what I bring to my parenting skills from my parents that, I feel kind of made me who I am today versus the things that were traumatizing to me. And I don't want to be traumatizing to my kids. So that's where I am on that.
Mama D?
Repeat the question again, because I was listening to your stories.
Oh, do you find yourself saying things that your parents said when you was like growing up, and now you find yourself saying it as a mother, or you find yourself doing it, and you was kind of like, dang, now I understand?
Yes, I found myself saying a lot of things my mother said to me. Not so. My dad, because he cussed so much in a very angry way, I didn't do that. I just thought some of that stuff was just rude, and may you rest in peace. But I guess I did kind of take that on too until I stopped. So yes, as a whole, a lot of what they said and how they raised me came into my parenting as well, because of course that's all I knew. I didn't come into, that's all I knew. I didn't have a handbook written out on how to be a mommy. So I just kind of picked up on things that was taught to me. And as the young lady just said moments ago, I wasn't, I had good parents, in my opinion. They did a, good job. I just had to learn how to get around them, but yeah, they did a wonderful job.
Okay, Miss Hayes, you find yourself saying things that your parents said to your boys?
Yes, I'm not your friend. We will never be equal. We won't. I'm the parent. I'm open. Y'all can talk to me, but don't get it twisted. I'm not your friend. Not your friend.
I had $1 every time I heard that. I'm not one of your little friends.
Yep.
I said I can't wait for one of them make a Facebook page. And they'd be like, why you ain't add me on Facebook? But you guys, remember?
Oh.
Not your friend.
My kids don't understand that I'm not their friend. Like, they want to tell me about stuff I don't want to know about. I'm not your friend. They're like, but this happened. And I'm like, please leave me alone. Please get out my face. Please.
Don't do my nephews. Don't do my nephew and niece like that.
One-way ticket. Tell me what airport to send them
to say
one in Mississippi. Miss Erica, do you find yourself saying things your parents said?
Yeah. And I stop in mid-sentence too and laugh sometimes. Like, dang, did I just say that? It's kind of weird to me.
All right. Hey, one more question. We're gonna let everybody get out for the rest of the night. What is your favorite thing about being a mother?
About doing what?
About being a mom. I know, like I said, I know I'm not a mom or a parent, but I tell you this, right? When being around kids, I think my favorite thing is the consistent entertainment. Like, I've always said this to the day I die. I don't know how anybody can be a deadbeat dad. Like, have you ever hung around like a 4 and 5-year-old? They don't shut up. But if you listen closely enough, you'll realize they are telling you everything they see in their own little world. And they might be telling you somebody else's business. Kids are entertaining as hell. Like, all you gotta do is listen to them, and they tell it all. And it's like, it's so entertaining. And it's just like, bruh, you can't ever be bored around a kid, because the kids are not boring. They got a story for everything, right?
That made me think about something that you said earlier about your niece and her saying, "Did you see me go home?" And you like, I don't know where she gets that from. And this is the same person. That's you. I don't know where she gets it from. That's you. But this is the same person that is constantly on social media ragging and being sarcastic and talking about people. She gets it from you.
Who I talk about on social media?
Everybody.
And that's another thing with my kids. I have to step back often and listen to the things they say. And I hear myself in them with the sarcasm, with the, Mom, why'd you say that? Why'd you do that? And I'm like, they get away with a lot that I probably should discipline them for, because I see myself in them. And it's like, how can you be so harsh and so disciplined when they're, as much as we want them to do what we say, not what we do, they're sponges and they soak up the environment that they're in. So I'm like, dang, they got that from me. I can't even say nothing. So, you're going to have to be careful of how you talk around your niece. You don't know if she got your social media. You don't know if she be watching you on social media.
Real talk, right? Mm-hmm. These niggas be watching the podcast because one day they came in the house and they was like, and my nephew was like, dang, so you messing with a girl that got spiders in her closet?
So you can't even say to her. But now when my kids say sarcastic stuff, I just be like, touche. I got you. I got you. We right here.
They literally come to the house every once in a while, and we watch the podcast, and I'm like, why? It's like, it'd be funny. And then my nephew, he's getting to that age now. Let's just say he has his favorites, right? He gets in there, he's like, hey, we're Western there coming back. Shut up. Get out my face. Shut up. Go away. Get out my face.
They get to.
Okay, favorite part about being a mom. I'll start, and then I guess we can go back up to the top. Favorite part about being a mom is, okay, I lied. I'm not gonna start. Erica, you can start. Let me hear what y'all got to say. I'm gonna copy y'all.
Okay.
Well, I'll piggyback on what Jody said. It's the shenanigans.
Erica.
It is. And see, Jody, when you said, "Oh, you have 2 girls and a boy," my daughter is number 2 out of 10 kids from 6 different women. So those kids that I talk about have different mothers, but I'm still their mom because they're my daughter's siblings. Like the big old swole boy, yeah, that's my son. So out of all those kids, along with my own biological one, it's the shenanigans. It's the crazy stuff that they do. Absolutely crazy. Like when my daughter gets together with her other siblings, the craziness that used to happen in my house when they were little, I couldn't even yell sometimes. I would just sit on the couch and be laughing until I almost passed out. Like one time they snatched the youngest one butt naked. Just butt naked. Just took all his clothes off. And he's running around the house in drawers yelling. And I would like to stand up and be mom and say, y'all shouldn't have done that. But that thing was so funny. Him running through the house with nothing but drawers on, begging for his clothes back. All I could do was laugh. And the best part are days like that. Those days, that warms my heart.
Okay, this Erica. You ready to go now?
I mean, yeah. Being a teacher, being a provider, being a friend, you know, that's my favorite part of being a mom.
Okay. Miss Hayes will tell you I ain't your friend.
They friend, but I'm their friend. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. You're not gonna call me bro.
Right. I agree.
Man, listen, we had that conversation a couple weeks ago. I said, hey, how many brothers you got in this house? One. That's one person you call him bro. Done with that.
Call me by my first name.
What's your favorite part about being a mom?
My favorite part. I'm trying to see. What's my favorite part of being a mom? Learning and growing with them. Learning from them. So yeah, learning and growing with them is like my favorite part. And as they get older, the conversations I enjoy, their curiosity, their knowledge. Because sometimes I don't know some things and they teach me, especially with technology. So learning from them and just having those conversations is priceless, and spending time with them, they bring me peace. Even when they get on my nerves.
When they get to that age of bringing peace?
For me, they bring me peace. Even if they get a little challenging, I still love them. But my boys are pretty chill. They don't play. I just get on the Ike look. They know.
Mama D, favorite part about being a mom?
The favorite part about being a mom is enjoying who they are and who they've become. As Miss Hayes said, I love the conversations we have. As Miss Yvonne said, I recall some of the crazy things they did. They were entertaining too. I love to watch them dance. They just really blew my mind. At first, when they were little, they couldn't dance, but yeah, it's just who they've become. I just enjoy who they are. That's my favorite part. That I was blessed to. I was really, my most important thing is that God trusted me enough to raise them.
You made me think God don't trust you yet.
Huh?
Maybe that's why I ain't got no kids, because God don't trust me. He like, nah, man,
Now,
not
that's the
yet.
conversation you and him got to have. But
That ain't it, Jody. That ain't it. God has a real funny sense of humor. He gave me.
he does, doesn't he? He's real funny, isn't he?
I got a bunch of children. Like, what was he thinking? Like, seriously. So I've been a mom over half my life at this point. I had my first son when I was 17 years old. And we've had the pleasure of growing up together. Like, you know, we've grown up as a team. He's been my sidekick. And just my favorite part about being a mom is graduation. I can't wait till all of them graduate. And the other night, when he was able to come to me and tell me about his sexual escapades, as disgusting as I felt that he was so comfortable talking to me about it, I felt rewarded that I was a person that he came to talk to, because most boys don't talk to their moms about stuff like that. So, and my daughter's the same way. You know, if it's something going on, somebody says something to her ugly, and I guess it's probably because of my personality. Like, I talk to them like I would talk to anybody. So they like, we can tell this crazy lady anything. So, you know, the fact that he came and he's like, this is what happened, I don't know what to do, and you know, what do you suggest, and this latex issue, and I was just like, like, no worries, son, we'll work it out. This and it's always, I'm not giving you permission, I am just letting you know to protect yourself in these matters. So the best part of being a mom for me is just seeing them grow, just like everybody else has said, watching them grow up and watching the people that they become, and hoping and praying that I am giving them the tools that they need to be successful independently. That is going to be the most monumental success in my life, is making sure that they can move on without me and be successful. So.
Well, I love it. Telly, I'm gonna let you go ahead and finish it up. What is the best thing about being a dad?
Mom.
Man. Well, yeah, you don't know nowadays. You're gonna be a mom. 1 minute I'm a dad, and the next minute I'm a mom. You know, it ain't happening in this house. But just being a parent, man, like, man, dude, like watching the paradigm shift. Like when they was younger, I had to watch them because they would put pennies in their mouth and try to swallow anything. And then they got older, they started talking and walking, they started expressing themselves. You know, now they teenagers. Well, I got 2 teenagers. So I'm like, oh man, here it go. You know, I'm curious what it's gonna look like. I know what I was like as a teenager. Are they gonna be the same way? The whole dating thing is coming up now. You know, like my son, about to be 15. You know, he liking girls, you know, and stuff like that. So is he gonna talk to me about that? Ask my advice. My daughter, 13, told me she gonna hide her boyfriend. I ain't gonna even know she got one. I told her, yeah, okay, I'll find out, and I'll pull up on y'all, and I'll embarrass you. You better tell me. You know, got my little man. He 10. He about to be 11. So he a couple of years away. So very curious about what type of young adults they're going to become, what they're going to be, and how they're going to think, how they're going to act, you know, what they're going to be doing, not doing. I mean, to me, it's just great, man, to be a dad. And like you, man, I don't see how dudes run out on that. You know, it's like, damn, man, you missing a hell of a lot. But I understand that if you got a difficult baby mama, yeah, I can see how you might want to hit the fence.
No,
man, you know,
your kids need you.
And that's the only reason why I'm still around, because I'm saying they need me. I can't do that to them. You know, I never want my kids to wake up and be like, man, what happened to dad? And where's my father? They already know I'm here through thick and thin. You know, but they might lose a mom in the process. They keep messing with me. So they just gonna have to forgive me. But yeah, just being a parent, man, it's just a joy for every day I wake up. My daughter calls me. She got a little cell phone. She calls me, text me. She don't be wanting nothing. She just want to talk. And I say, okay. We'll just talk. And she want to, she do my hair. I said, okay, I do that for her. I'm totally like a girl, dad, girl, whatever. I let her do my hair, put braids in it, and all blow dried and all this. I don't care. That's my baby. She can do whatever. My son, he was playing football. He was playing against a dude whose son played, a dude who played in the NFL. Son was playing against him. And my son rocked him. I was like, yeah, that's my boy. He got a heart of a lion, a little bitty dude. So I was watching them go through life and their experiences. It's like me growing up all over again. Because I can see me and my brothers in there and see how I acted so it's like growing up again. And I'm having a good time.
I love it. Speaking of football, Miss Cliche, you gonna be quiet this Friday night? Are they going? No.
Man, I be trying. Y'all don't understand. I be sitting there. I be trying to look away so I don't be hollering and cussing the referees out. It be hard. It's a struggle. The struggle. I'm gonna record myself this Friday. Maybe I act right.
Maybe you act right.
Maybe.
Okay.
No problem.
We want to see. So, well, hey, first of all, I appreciate everybody coming through. You know what I'm saying? Hanging out. Hey, all the beautiful moms in the house. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Mama D, your cousin Shanika, coming to hang out with us for the first time of the night. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
We appreciate y'all coming through. But before we go, right, make sure y'all follow us on all our socials right there. Get at us. Anybody watching, follow us on all our socials. That's where we be at. And if you love what you see today, you'll find me and him Saturday, 9 o'clock. Saturday morning.
With the rest of the crew.
You know what I'm saying? And if you know what, and if you like what you watch, make sure you give Mama D some love, because like she is like 3/8 of the podcast. She's 3/8 of the podcast, if you didn't know. Okay, she had her 3 boys are the group, so she 3/8 of the podcast. So if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have this at all. So we thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for what y'all do. Y'all awesome.
Hey, we appreciate you coming through to hang out with us. Cousin Shanika, we appreciate you coming to hang out. Miss Erica, we appreciate you pulling up on us tonight. Auntie Yvonne, as always, it's a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
And Kalisha, yeah, appreciate you coming. Giving me a hard time.
I was good tonight, so don't even come here with the shit.
We had a good topic, so you didn't have no choice.
I always have a choice. Don't you ever get that twisted.
I got a choice too, to hit the remove button on your.
I'll leave. You ain't gotta put me. I'll leave.
I ain't say you can leave.
That's that Mississippi, boy. I told you.
There you go. Acting pigment. Acting pigment. But before we go, you know what I'm saying? We got our last segment of the night. We got our last segment of the night and my words of wisdom. So every week I like to leave y'all with a little bit of words of wisdom. And tonight, because I got moms in the house, I read this quote, you know what I'm saying, and it got me to thinking, you know what I'm saying? The kids don't want a perfect parent, they want a happy one. You know what I'm saying? As a parent, you know what I'm saying, you learn a lot of things from your kids, and your kids learn a lot of things from you. But don't ever take for granted, you know what I'm saying, those very little moments that you have with your kids. What you might think is nothing might mean the absolute world to your kids. So make sure that you take advantage of every little moment that you have with your kids, because you know what I'm saying, you as the parent, you're building everlasting memories, and you never know when that one small thing is going to be something they remember for the rest of your life. So make sure, you know what I'm saying, you pay attention to the little things and just be a happy parent for your kids. And that way, you know what I'm saying, they can always, prosper and grow. So those are my words of wisdom for tonight. And we'll see y'all next week. And see y'all Saturday, 9 o'clock. So Thank you, Mama D, for
All
the
right,
show.
have a good night. Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Tell them I ain't mad if they ain't know. You know I ain't mad if you love it. Can't nobody overtake this moment from me. So nigga, while I got it, the fuck it, it's all good.